Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we got the full-on reveal for the Season 4 update for Black Ops 6 and Warzone, detailing a ton of the content and changes coming with our next major seasonal update here in just over a week's time. So we ended up getting this blog today, Black Ops 6 and Warzone Season 4 full intel revealed. Zombies, multiplayer, Warzone, everything here. New battle pass delivers 100 plus new pieces of content, much more. Season 4 arrives on May 29th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So general overview, of course, just yesterday we got sort of the backstory of Adler breaking Stitch out of prison. We learned that he did in fact not take him out in Verdansk. He spared him and then kept him locked away for a time that he needed. First up here, we got to go through the roadmap. So first up here on the multiplayer side of things, we're getting shut down as a 6v6 map, Fugitive, which is actually what we saw in that trailer yesterday with Adler. Blitz as a 6v6 and a 2v2 map, looks like it takes place on a bridge. In season, we're getting Eclipse, then also Fringe from Black Ops 3, which might have some wall running and stuff. Maybe that's what those leaks were for. Team Elimination, One in the Chamber, Party Ops also coming as modes. Then the Grim Reaper score streak as well, which is like a rocket launcher-esque score streak there. In Zombies, we're getting the Grief mode. Treyarch sort of been teasing this. Some new Gobblegums, the Shatter Blast ammo mod, new Dark Ops challenges. The Grim Reaper is also going to be available there. New LTMs, Abomination Challenge, Starting Room, and then King of the Dead in season as new events. We then shift over to the Warzone side of things. We'll move the face cam here. So the Overlook, it's basically like the construction of Nakatomi Tower, kind of in a sense, for downtown. Interchangeable cranes are going to be a thing. Horizontal zip lines in downtown as well. Clash is coming back to Verdansk. That's pretty cool. Havoc Royale in season. Resurgence Casual is coming too, so that's big. And then Ranked Play Resurgence is also returning. Already going back to Ranked Play on Resurgence. Kind of surprised by that, I won't lie. Gameplay updates, we've got the hand cannon kill streak. We also have search and destroy as a contract in Warzone. Door barricade field upgrade. Interesting, so you can just straight up block a door, I assume is what that's going to be. The Loot Master perk, we'll have to figure out what that is in the blog. And then also the care package as a streak in season. And then we get our weapons, operators, and more. We've got the Pickaxe, the SX Model 07, the FFAR, the LC10, and the Olympia all coming throughout this season. New ammo mods, the G-Grip in the Battle Pass and the Strider 22 3-round burst. Stitch and Omen, who looks insane for Black Cell. And then new bundles, Tracer Pack Rivals, Ballerina from John Wick. No way we're finally getting John Wick, and but it's not actually John Wick, it's the Ballerina spinoff. That's interesting. We'll have to see what all the blog details, but yeah, that's the official roadmap. And just a reminder as we go through the entire blog now, if you guys are new to the channel, maybe you have not subscribed yet, we should change that each and every day. This is the place to be to stay up to date with everything going on in COD, whether it's news, updates, patch notes, meta breakdowns, it's all right here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button. Obviously a big couple of days coming up when season 4 launches, getting the full patch notes, everything going on there, all the shifts in the meta and everything. We'll be covering all of that right as it surfaces. And if you guys enjoy this video, a like rating is always seriously appreciated as well. A little note, they say throughout the blog you'll see references to when gameplay content launches. Here's what these different suffixes mean. Launch, expected to launch right away. Launch window, expect to access this content between launch and up to 72 hours after launch. In season, expect this content to arrive during the season, but before either the mid-season or next season. And then mid-season, expect this content to launch in mid-season or later. All timing is subject to change. First up here, we got the multiplayer breakdown here. So Shutdown is going to be a 6v6 small size map. Does look like there's a little bit of water featured on this, a decent bit of water featured on this actually. We also have Fugitive, which as mentioned we saw in the trailer the other day. This is a 6v6 medium-sized map there, which really is large for Black Ops 6 standards. And then Blitz takes place on this bridge sort of area. This is 6v6 and 2v2 combined there, so you can split those depending on the mode you're in. Eclipse, which is also 6v6 and 2v2, sort of like in a nightclub-esque sort of theme there. And then we also have Fringe, which is 6v6 medium-sized, of course, from Black Ops 3. That'll be returning as a remaster there. New multiplayer modes, we've got team elimination. In this twist on kill confirmed, 2 teams are given a limited amount of lives each round as they fight to be the last surviving team. Players drop a dog tag on death that can be picked up by the enemy to confirm the kill or by a teammate to deny the opposing team. Survive longer than the other team and hold the most remaining lives when the timer ends to win the round. One in the chamber, obviously very straightforward there, a little party game. Then also Party Ops. Get the party started with this new LTM arriving later in season. Compete in a randomized set of party-themed mini games player with the highest score wins there. Additional gameplay content, we've got the Grim Reaper score streak coming in season, which is just, like I said, a powerful launcher there. Ranked play and multiplayer, obviously getting its seasonal refresh, very standard here. There are going to be some new rewards depending on which division you get into, your various seasonal rewards. They're pretty standard ranked reset that we're used to by now. For zombies content this season, we've got Grief as a mode, obviously one that we have not seen in a long time. It's going to be available on Liberty Falls, Terminus, Citadel, The Tomb, and Shattered Veil. There are going to be restrictions, though, with Wonder Weapons, Gobblegum, Exit Strategy, Idolize, Wonder Bar, Timeout, and Flavor Hex, the Season 4 Gobblegum stuff there. So first time since Black Ops 2 that Grief is back. Pretty cool there. I'm curious to try that one out for sure. Indirect PvP combat. The action is almost immediate as both teams drop into either side of the same Grief arena within the chosen zombies map, and indirect PvP combat comes into effect. So obviously 2 teams versus each other there, and you can mess around in Grief. Grief arena features also is going to have an open environment, player respawning. You can join in progress. You can gain essence and salvage. Zombies with the rounds here, they actually progress faster than usual. And then there's still the basic core mechanics there. There are certain restrictions as mentioned, and various different capture zones as well. Ultimate goal is to survive. Your secondary goal is to capture zones with this. Obviously, if you played Grief back in the day, you know all about this. Available Grief arenas, 11 arenas at launch between all the maps that we just named there. New challenges in LTM, so there's going to be some new Dark Ops challenges. Maybe there's even one for Grief, so we'll have to investigate there. Of course, new LTM starting room coming in mid-season, inspired by the starting room in the classic Moon Zombies map. Drop in with up to 3 of your zombies crew in a more straightforward but challenging experience where you're locked in the first zone of the map. New LTM Abomination Challenge. Enter a warped version of Liberty Falls during this event and hunt down the ultra-powered up Abomination. Perhaps it's wise to bring some backup. New gameplay content and Gobblegum, so Shatter Blast as an ammo mod. No surprise there, we've had that one leaked for a little bit as well. It's going to have its major augments. It's also going to have its minor augments there. New Gobblegums here. Explosive Flourish. Reloading your weapon creates an explosion around you. Flavor Hex activates a random Ultra Gobblegum. And then Rain Burps. Zombies kill the belch rainbow bubbles. It lasts for 3 minutes, so they burp rainbows. Interesting. Additional weapon support with the Grim Reaper, of course, coming in season as well there when that ends up launching. We then have the Warzone specific content. So new point of interest, the Overlook in downtown, basically a building that is under construction. It looks huge and the gameplay on it looks pretty interesting as well. So they give us a little tour of it. There are cranes that are going to be, I guess, movable based on the description there around it. There's going to be zip lines in and around it as well here. The Overlook footprint, the diamond perimeter and security checkpoints. So you can see this is a giant building by comparison to everything else in downtown. Going to be interesting to see just how dominant this is of a POI, getting the high ground on this or getting certain choke points held in this. There are various different security stations and checkpoints around the area as well, leading up to like some of the cranes that are going to be there, different construction sites as well. So they actually took out the little building that used to be here, and now it's a lot more wide open. That also makes this building as well even more powerful when you're getting the high ground there. There's some smaller restaurants around the bottom that you can duck in and out of there. There's the north and south cranes available here as well, which you can actually move, which is going to be interesting, it looks like. There's a vertical ascender on these as well. Both cranes are functional, and providing you found the necessary controls in the vicinity, you can actually use this stuff. So that's going to be interesting. You can play around with the cranes. There's also going to be some vertical zip lines and horizontal zip lines here as well, so you can navigate from various different buildings to it. That means there's going to be more than one entry point. That's good. You can't have too dominant of a position, basically, without multiple ways to break into it. Obviously, without that, it's just an insane power spot that would be way too dominant. You then have the interior here as well, where it's a little bit more designed. Even though the building's kind of under construction, the bottom part has been built and established out, and you can see some interior shots here where it actually looks pretty cool. It also opens up with some giant windows or giant areas that have not been fully constructed yet. You can fly helicopters in between them, which is pretty crazy as well, it looks. Overall, pretty cool building. Kind of reminds me of Nakatomi Tower, just expanded with the interior there. We do have season 4 modes. So Clash, going to be 52 versus 52. Going to be great for doing challenges, camos, sort of messing around there in a bit more of a casual mode, if you will. So that's going to be fun. It'll take place in various different areas like Quarry, Boneyard, Farmland, and Promenade East there. We, of course, have seen that before, though, so not a real surprise in terms of the gameplay there. Clash mode gameplay features, of course, it's got the buy stations, new field upgrade, the door barricade, control access points more easily during close or mid-range scenarios, and delay enemy incursions with the door barricade there, so you can actually stop them from gaining access in that. Hand cannon kill streak is also going to be available in this mode. SAM turrets are going to be a mode exclusive option there. The train is going to be also updated specifically for Clash, and then UAV towers as well, and there are going to be various different power-ups available in this too. We've also got Havoc Royale, which is an LTM coming mid-season with 44 players. Compete in Warzone matches like no others, where rule-bending modifiers twist the realities of usual resurgence. Drop into specifically themed areas of Verdansk with your loadout. Every new gas circle activates a different modifier. Adapt to fast, sudden changes that may impact you, the environment, and even the gameplay rules, but they don't give us what exactly the details are so far. Maybe it's going to be limited gravity, double jumps, and things like that, and again, that's why that stuff was found leaked in the files. Resurgence casual, 44 players and bots in one match here, so just like Battle Royale casual, but it's on Resurgence instead. Then Battle Royale ranked play coming in the launch window. Wait, so it's Battle Royale ranked play here, but then there's also going to be Resurgence in mid-season. So we're going to have them both available. Battle Royale ranked play runs from the launch window throughout the entirety of Season 4. Ranked Resurgence is just mid-season. Gonna split up the player base some, but you now have the option for both, so that's interesting. You also have your seasonal rewards here. Nothing too crazy as far as the ranked stuff goes outside of the camo that you'll get for 100 eliminations. But yeah, both options for ranked are going to be available after the mid-season update here. New gameplay features, Clash mode features expansion, as we just talked about there with the hand cannon, door barricade stuff going on there. Care package as a kill streak is going to be an option coming in the mid-season, so you can get a rare loot out of that, specialist perk and more. Loot master as a perk. Available only as a ground loot option during Resurgence and Plunder matches, the Loot Master perk allows you to maximize your scavenging potential and gear up faster by increasing the amount of loot you find while opening caches, so that's only going to be available in Resurgence and Plunder, not in Battle Royale. We also have the Polaris Sportman XP 100 ATV, I guess, is a new vehicle coming, so that'll be there. Then we have our universal content, so stuff that's available in multiplayer, zombies, Warzone alike here. The LC-10 going to be a Battle Pass SMG. This is, of course, a weapon that we've had before. The FFAR is as well available through the Battle Pass there. We've got the Essex Model 07, also a returning weapon. It's going to be a Marksman event reward coming in season, so not going to be there right away at launch. Then the Olympia is going to be the mid-season update through a new event happening there. The Pickaxe also going to be a mid-season event update reward as well. New special weapon attachments, the G grip on all SMGs except the PP919, and then all assault rifles. Vertical foregrip with an integrated laser for improved firing stability, horizontal control, and tightened spread when transitioning between ADS and hip fire. Interesting, could be pretty good for the close range options. Then 3-round burst mod on the Strider 22, kind of a self-explanatory one there. We also have the SVD full auto. What? That's please don't be good. I don't want to have to use the SVD. You guys know how I feel about the SVD. I don't want it to be good. I don't want to have to go through a match and say, hey, I willingly chose the SVD. The TR2 CQB auto conversion. Alter the TR2 marksman to fire handgun caliber rounds, resulting in a marksman with a compact frame and fully automatic capabilities that rival fire rates of an SMG. So it'll be like built around close range. Interesting there for sure. Have to see if they are good when they come out, of course. We then get our previews for the Battle Pass featuring Stitch and Adler, so there's gonna be plenty of skins for all of them. And then this Black Cell guy looks crazy. I won't lie, one of the cooler skins they've done for Black Cell. Just wish it wasn't for only through the upgraded thing. It appears we also have a change in color scheme for Black Cell for once. It's not just black and gold. They are expanding those out a little bit there as well. Omen as the Black Cell instant reward there. We got some looks at some of these Stitch skins and other skins available in the Battle Pass. The Ballerina crossover here, of course, is a store bundle coming in season. We got our Season 4 events, Rivals, Ballerina, and King of the Dead. So Ballerina will be starting June 5th to the 12th. Into the world of John Wick with this event. Prove your capabilities as a Supreme Assassin by slaying your way across multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. Rewards include the new Essex Model Marksman, and then also a Nunchuck blueprint for Black Cell owners. So that's when we can get the Essex from June 5th to the 12th. The Rivals event from the 12th to the 26th, that's going to be an in-season event. I have to imagine the 26th then is going to be the mid-season update. Enemies become allies in the Rivals event when Stitch brings his code-cracking expertise to help uncover the real names of the Pantheon moles. The goal is simple, prove you're the most proficient operator by earning XP. So that's just an XP event, that's kind of boring. Then King of the Dead and Master of Grief. These will be zombies events with the mid-season update here. King of the Dead eliminates zombies in any mode to earn points. Master of Grief, collect essence in Grief to earn points. So very mode specific ones with that. Then we get a bunch of store bundles, the ballerina stuff, of course, new tracer pack that's like black and white, sort of cartoony looking. Then we got the other incoming bundles as well. That is a goat wearing a basketball jersey, spinning the ball on his finger. I can do that. Okay. Yep. Hey, the Greek looking one looks kind of cool. Then we got Major 4 happening, of course, and then upgrade to Black Ops 6. So that is our Season 4 content reveal and update reveal, obviously. Patch notes coming next week will detail even more stuff. We'll be breaking them down with all the meta changes, the bug fixes, everything like that right as they surface. So stay tuned for that alongside everything else going on in COD by hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.